So, hello everyone, how are you all? I hope everyone is fine and safe in your home. This is your Arindam sir, and I welcome you all to my YouTube channel Revision Learning. So, today we will cover up all the important and hot current affairs of 11 and 12 June. So, let's get started. And before starting, please don't forget to subscribe to Revision Learning and press the bell icon so that you always stay updated with the channel. Let's start. Let's start with the most important current affairs of 11 June. Bank of Baroda and Union Bank of India have announced cut in their marginal cost of funds-based lending rates across all tenors. SCBI imposed a total penalty of Rs 15 lakh on 3 entities for indulging the fraudulent trading in illiquid stock options on the BSE. The RBI recently released draft framework for sale of loan exposures and securitization of the standard assets. The guidelines issued are applicable to scheduled commercial banks. The Finance Ministry announced that the public sector banks have disbursed Rs 12,200.65 crore till June 9 under the Rs 3 lakh crore emergency credit line guarantee scheme for the MSME sector, which was hit hard by the coronavirus-induced lockdown. The forex reserves of India are increasing and are to hit 500 billion US dollars soon. In May 2020, the Indian forex reserve touched an all-time high of Rs 493 billion US dollar. M-Pay's payment system has joined hands with the MasterCard to launch cardless ATM powered by MasterCard in India based on the standards of EMV, that is Europay, MasterCard and Visa. With this, India will be the second nation after US to have contact-free ATM cash withdrawals. Government of India released Rs 6,195 crore to 14 states as a monthly installment of the post-revolution revenue deficit grant on 10 June. The Government of India has allocated Rs 4,000 crore to the state governments under per drop more crop component of a Pradhan Mantri Krishi Sinchai Yojana for the year of 2020-21. The Government of India has raised the customs duty on the bamboo imports from 10% to 25% with immediate effect. The central government on June 10 has decided to continue the exports curbs only on the specific reagents, diagnostic kits, instruments such as the silicon column, swab, sterile, synthetic and magnetic stand amid the COVID-19 outbreak. Indian government's ambitious Brahmala project may get delayed by 4 years due to the COVID-19 pandemic as per ICRA agency. The central government on June 10 has decided to provide its health insurance scheme Ayushman Bharat Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana to the migrant workers across the states affected by the outbreak of COVID-19 pandemic. Centre approves Rs 1,280 crore for Madhya Pradesh to implement Jal Jeevan Mission during 2020-21. Kerala government on June 11 has decided to cancel this year's Sabarimala annual festival due to COVID-19. Ladakh Lieutenant Governor R.K. Mathur released the first video on yoga asanas in Ladakhi language in Leh. Karnataka government has decided to ban online classes for the students up to the 5th standard in the state. Haryana government will construct 1,000 water recharge bores in underground water deficient areas of the state to recharge underground water with rainfall. PM Modi held discussions with the PM of Israel to expand cooperation in context of COVID-19 pandemic. China's unmanned submersible Haido-1 has dived to a depth of 10,907 meters at the world's deepest ocean point. Haido-1 set the record by submerging under the Pacific Ocean surface of the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest area in the world. PM Narendra Modi delivered the inaugural address at the 95th annual plenary session of the Indian Chamber of Commerce on June 11, 2020 through video conferencing. As per the Food Safety and Standards Authority of India, Tamil Nadu, Gujarat and Maharashtra topped in Food Safety Index for 2019-2020. IIT Madras is the best higher education institute in the country according to the National Institutional Ranking Framework released by the HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal. Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore has bagged the second position and the IIT Delhi is in the third position. Tata Autocom Systems announced that it has tied up with the US-based Telus Power Green to set up electrical vehicle charging stations in the country. Lakshmi Vilas Bank on Wednesday said it has appointed B.K. Manjunath as its non-executive and independent director. Bollywood actor Sonu Sood becomes the brand ambassador of the Gargo International, the Delhi-based lubricant company. Rozgar Setu Port Trail inaugurated in Madhya Pradesh to provide work to immigrant. Television actor Jagesh Mukhati passed away due to breathing issues. let's cover all the daily important current affairs of 12th June. The World Day Against Child Labor is held every year on June 12 to raise awareness and activism to prevent child labor. The theme for 2020 is COVID-19 Protection Children from Child Labor Now More Than Ever. Long-term package motor insurance products that offer third-party and own damage for two-wheelers 5 years policies and four-wheelers with 3 years policies will be withdrawn from August 1, 2020 by the insurance regulator, that is IRDAI. The State Bank of India relaunched its Aadhaar-based instant digital savings account facility for customers who want to open an online account using the YONO platform. Apple becomes first US company to hit $1.5 trillion market capitalization. The Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development has projected India's economy to contract 7.3% in the current fiscal year 2020-21 if there is a second wave of the coronavirus COVID-19 later this year. The Department of Science and Technology under the Ministry of Science and Technology has constituted a joint science communication forum to promote common policy and best practices. The National Highway Authority of India (NHAI) has become the first of its kind in the construction sector to go fully digital. The Uttarakhand Forest Department has opened state's biggest biodiversity park in Haldwani on 5 June 2020 on the occasion of World Environment Day to encourage conservation of flora, especially medicinal plants. Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Y.S. Jaganmohan Reddy has launched the Jagananna Cheredu scheme to provide financial assistance to the tailors, barbers and washermen who had lost their livelihood due to COVID-19 pandemic. Himachal Pradesh Chief Minister Jairam Thakur has launched Panchavati Yojana for the senior citizens of rural areas of the state. In Gujarat Council on the Science and Technology has started a unique initiative of digital learning classes for teachers to help them use digital technology in a better way. Bangladesh launches online plasma exchange network Shohojodha for COVID-19 treatment. 3 institutions of the Department of Science and Technology, Government of India have found places in the Nature Index 2020. The 3 institutions are IACS, Indian Association for the Cultivation of Science, Kolkata, which got the 7th position. Jawaharlal Nehru Center for Advanced Scientific Research, Bangalore, got the 14th position, and Kolkata's S.N. Bose National Center for Basic Science got the 30th position. India has been ranked 56th out of the 200 countries in a comprehensive report on safety and risk assessment of nations tackling COVID-19. Switzerland tops this list. Employees Provident Fund Organization EPFO has partnered with the Common Service Center to provide the facility to submit digital Jeevan Praman for EPS pensioners. 65 lakh pensioners can submit digital Jeevan Praman closer to their residence. Indian-American soil scientist Dr. Ratan Lal has won the prestigious 2020 World Food Prize, which is considered to be equivalent to a Nobel Prize in the field of agriculture. Indian musician and founder of Kalakruti Music Organization in Australia, Shobha Sekhar, will be conferred the Medal of the Order of Australia. The Indian Navy has inducted the Deep Submergence Rescue Vehicle complex to provide rescue cover to submarines on the east and west coast of India. Kerala startup VST Mobility Solutions partner with Sri Chitra Tirunal Institute for the Medical Sciences and Technology to launch an automated mask disposal machine named BIN-19, an UV light-based disinfection device. A new study stated that Saturn's largest moon, Titan, is now expanding from Saturn at a rate 100 times faster than scientists had previously predicted. This speed of drifting is about 4 inches every year. Researchers at the Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology, CCMB, have developed a new low-cost and low-technology required test for the COVID-19 testing. This test is known as Reserve Transcription Nested PCR test. So that's it for today. We will cover up all the important and daily current affairs of 13 and 14 June in our next video. Till then, stay tuned to the channel and stay safe. Thanks for watching.